My name's Malcolm Barr, class of 74. I was here 68 to 70 and then in 71. What did ISKL? It was a great place, completely different from what we have today. I think that everybody's kind of touched on a lot of the pieces of it. I mean, it was just a unique time in history for us to be here. You had the Vietnam War going on. When we started, I think there was less than 100 kids in the school. A lot of safe haven from Vietnam, where fathers were working on stuff in Vietnam. That was our case. You had the Cultural Revolution occurring up in China. You had Indonesia unsettled. The place was just so much going on. And yet Kuala Lumpur was this haven of civility, of peace, just the quiet, the greenery, the kampongs stuck in the middle of cities, the AIA building. Not a lot of events going on per se, as in, lots of activities, lots of organized things. So that ISKL was probably one of the few main hubs where things were happening. You had the Royal Slanger Golf Club, you had the Slanger Club, and you had school. And that's where we did things. I mean, I used to ride around on my bike and get between all these places. Traffic nowadays, I don't think I'd let my son ride a bike here. Events that I remember from here, the July 4th parties that we used to hold on the old school grounds was where the U.S. Embassy would come, and this would be where the July 4th celebrations were held. Just great teachers. I couldn't begin to tell you their names. There was one lady down from China. Remember, we used to talk about China and how it was going to progress and how things would change after the departure of Mao Zedong, and that unfortunate episode in its history was overcome. And by and large, everything that she predicted to me has come about. They have created their own unique form of capitalism, still structured, one would like to say, based upon what was, the communist model. But really, the communist model is modified by the Chinese philosophy that goes back thousands of years. Everything she told me came out true. What has ISKL given to me? And I include Kuala Lumpur from back then as being part of that legacy that I came away with. A sense of independence. I think somebody else mentioned the sense of honor. It was a very honorable place because of perhaps the smallness of it. There was a level of trust that I think has stayed with me since then and has imbued upon me the importance of a man's honor. It's one thing you can't replace once it's lost. And I look for it in people, and I will judge them by it. It has an impact on my daily dealings. The other event that probably had a big impact was you can edit it out, they call it the emergency, but the race riots that occurred in '69. We lived off of Geelong Gurney, and we're close to Kampong Dato Kramat, which was the Chinese one. Some horrendous things happened. Our back wall fronted on it, and the terror that went on during those few days, and even the period of time following it as things settled down. ISKL was kind of a haven of peace and orderliness and the normal routine, which was important to all of us, given what we had been exposed to, the horrors of driving down the streets for the days after that, and the unexplained losses of people that you had dealt with on a daily basis in the local shops around you. Was all very very important. ISKL down the road and for future generations, I think that they're well on the road to maintaining My only fear for them is that part of the charm or the overall strength of the school was its size. And I really caution against getting too big or losing the importance of the individual, the importance of one's honor, the importance of one's commitment to the necessities of the masses. Of too large a body, those pieces become lost. I don't see that and feel that here now. And that would be an extremely important part of what I would consider if I was sending my children to this school. Thank you.